Morning, student. Let us revise our chapter 2 topic, meaning of principle of management, how these principles are developed, and what are its nature. First of all, meaning means that is a general guidelines for decision making and the behavior of manager. Of course, this principle of management given by various scholars, like as we have already discussed about the two thinkers, management thinkers, that is F.W. Taylor and Henry Fayol. Their principles also we have discussed in various classes, but whatever the principle is given by them is not a ready made solution of any problem. It totally depends upon the creativity of manager, how this knowledge is to be applied in various situations. It is just guidelines that guides you how to proceed, and these principles are developed through continuous observation and experimented in set of groups of human being, and what outcomes came accordingly it is established. So as you have an idea about various principles we have discussed, 14 principle of Henry Fayol, and what guidelines given by the F.W. Taylor as a scientific principle. He is a father of scientific principle. All these principles are just derived by continuous observation, and it is observed that if we will follow these principles, that is going to help you to achieve our organizational objectives. So, what are the nature of various principles given? Um, that is, first of all, we have seven natures that already discussed. Let us revise once again. First is universal applicability, means it is applied in all kinds of organization, whether it is a small in size or large in size, and whatever the nature, whether it is a profit concern, non-profit concern, business unit, non-business unit, NGOs, everywhere these principles are applicable. So one of the nature is universal applicability, and second, it is a general guidelines. They do not provide the ready-made solution of any problem. That is straight jacket, means it is not a ready made that anyone, if they blindly follow this principle, definitely they will achieve their organizational goals. So they have to be adjusted as per the demand of the situation. Some time to time some principles may not be working in the that environment, so it is totally depends upon the creativity of the manager. You just acquire the knowledge, and you just apply whenever it is needed, and whenever it is not needed, no need to strictly follow the rules. So this is all depends upon the creativity of the manager. It is a general guidelines that is going to help you. And next is, it is formed by practice and experimentation. So as it is not a one day job, it is by its evaluation took long time, uh, while watching, observing the behavior of individuals. That is, it is evaluationary in nature, how human being behave, its observation, and then these guidelines were observed that if we will follow this way, then definitely that leads to help in achieving the organizational goals. So continuous practice, experimentations, it sometime it may failed, sometime it become successful. So this is a continuous process, but after long effort, finally these principles are observed, that leads to the way to achieve the organizational goals. And of course, the nature of principle of management are flexible. They are not rigid and can be modified as per the change in the business environment. So flexible in the sense, suppose I am taking one example, centralization and decentralization, that one of the principle of Henry Fayol we have already discussed, that is concentration of power in one hand, or that distributing the power in few hands or many hands. It depends upon the size of the organization. If your organization is not so big, then you can follow centralization. All the decision making can be in one hand. But if it is increasing in size, it may be decentralized. So it should be flexible according to the need, according to the requirement. These principles are applicable. It is not rigid in nature. And next is manly behavior. Manly behavior refers to that they aims at influencing the human behavior, as all work is done by human beings. Means why it is made it flexible, because what will be the reaction of individual cannot be predicted in advance. So that is why management is not called as pure science. It is inexact science, because all the principles are applied on human being, and its outcome cannot be predicted in advance. So that is why it is flexible. It is changeable according to the situation. If required, then only it is applicable. Next is cause and effect relationship. Here, cause and effect relationship, every cause has its effect. That we can take one example of one of the principle, like division of work. If we are dividing the work among the workers on the basis of their skills, interest, experience, qualifications, so that is that helps to feel comfortable in the organization, and definitely that leads to specialization also. So cause is that division of work, and that what will be its effect if it is followed in the organization, that leads to specialization. So every cause, every principles are the cause, and their positive effect in the organization is the outcome that is going to give. So all the principle has cause and effect relationship. They are intended to establish cause and effect relation. Without reason, all the principles have some reason, some positive effect. So if it is ignored, definitely organization will suffer. So as we have already discussed all 14 principles, and you have already compared their positive effect and negative effect. If it is ignored, how organization will suffer. So this is what all the principles has, cause and effect relationship. Now next is the nature is contingent, means their applications depends on the prevailing condition at a particular point of time. Means it is not definite that whatever the situation is mentioned in the principle is going to occur in the future, in the business, sorry, in the business. Means if that situations never arise, no need of that principle. So contingent means it is not definite. May this principle going to help you, and may not. So whatever you just it is just as it is already specified, it is a general guidelines. Some of the organization does not deliver, does not give the authority to their subordinate. But in the principle, authority and responsibility, responsibility is given to the employee, but authority is not delegated. So it is because there is no need to deliver the authority. no need to delegate the authority. So contingent means it's if its uses arises, if you will do this way, that is going to help you in some other way and help in achieving the organizational goals. So these all are the 7 points that we are pointed here, that regarding the nature of management of principles management. And the pattern of question you may be asked, suppose one statement is given and it is asked you just identify which principle, which nature of management principle is mentioned in this statement. So their meaning relating to the principle of management should be very clear, and its sense also, that is going to help you. So this is all about this topic. I just go through it. Thank you so much.